Today on the channel, Rocket Talk, and you may notice that I've got 3 Ballshell rockets in a line here. Let me explain. 3-inch Ballshell rocket, 169 grams. 3-inch Ballshell rocket, 176 grams. 4-inch Ballshell rocket, have a guess how heavy this is. 130 grams. And before I carry on, let me explain. I bought this messenger rocket from Celtic because I've seen the brake, and the brake is very good quality indeed. Wide, great hang time, and it makes one hell of a noise. However, I can't understand why this 4-inch Ballshell rocket, which is so much bigger compared to its competitors, is actually 130 grams, and it actually looks bigger than a 4-inch. So I'm going to have to get this out the packaging and measure this thing. But before I carry on, actually, this effect is the Gold King Crown effect, and we're going to roll some footage and have a look at the quality of the brake on this. That was the footage there over on Joel's Fireworks of the messenger going up in flames, and I think we can all agree that this thing is actually a very good quality rocket indeed. One of the reasons why I got it is because of the hang time, the noise, and the wideness of the brake. So no matter how big or small this turns out to be, or how light or heavy, one thing you can't deny is this is a good product. And so is this, actually. The only downside with this particular rocket is it flies so high, by the time it gets up there and breaks, you need a pair of binoculars to see what the hell's going on, guys. This one here has to be arguably one of the best 3-inch Ballshell rockets in the UK still today, even though it's been out for a couple of years now, but still it's definitely in my top 10 rockets of all time. Okay, back to the messenger. Guys, we need to measure this and see how big it is, because look, if you line them up, you can see it's almost looks like it's double the size. The same here with the VSR3, it looks like it's double the size. So let's get the tape measure and measure across the top of the circumference and the width and see if it is in fact 4 inches or not. And guys, this is what you don't do. This is for the keyboard warrior, know-it-all, snowflakes who'll drop in the comments. Oh, you have to measure around the circumference with a tailor's tape measure. Guys, if you do that, you're going to end up with a measurement reading of around 13 inches. So that's not how you measure a Ballshell rocket. How you measure a Ballshell rocket is you line your rocket up, and this is very difficult to do with one hand, and then you place your tape measure across, and as you can see from this particular camera point of view, it is in fact 4 inches across. Now you have to imagine that to get the correct measurement, this thing has to be in half like a coconut. You see this seam here, how they glue the shell together? Well, that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to measure across the width of the shell here to get the correct measurement, and it is in fact 4 inches, but I thought it looked bigger than that. So guys, that has confirmed my suspicions here. It is in fact a 4-inch Ballshell rocket. But I'm going to add this in here, and that is, it's not all about the gram weight, and it's not all about the size of the rocket, but it is about the way they are constructed and the quality of the ingredients that is placed around the burst charge inside the shell. And that is what determines the hang time, the explosivity, and the quality of the effect. Now, ultimately, huge powder weight does play a massive part, but that's not what I'm saying. Drop it in the comments if you've ever had a 30 gram, 50 gram rocket with a brake that breaks like a 100 gram rocket, because I know I have, and I can actually name the rockets that I've had in the past personally. But I will say this, all of these rockets that you can see here today have some of the best brakes in the business. Guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and of course, hit that thumbs up and subscribe and drop it in the comments. And let me know what you think.